Whoa, that's loud. Sorry. I probably should have, like, checked the audio before I went live. Sorry. One of those days. One of those days. That camera's in the wrong place. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I got a new scene. Look at this. The amazing people at Twilio made me this fantastic new scene. I love it. How's everyone doing? This is kind of a cool thing that I've been wanting to do for ages, but I've needed an excuse to do it. And I'm thinking of a blog post. It's okay. I'm thinking of a blog post on Livewire, and I wanted something cool to be able to write, something fun, because I find learning new tech is fun if you do a project that's fun. That's my own personal opinion. I think if you end up doing a project that's like not fun, you end up not wanting to learn something. And I find like writing most things tedious. Whereas I like writing games. And so I decided to write a game to learn how Laravel Livewire works. Now, here's the big point here. I am not convinced that Livewire is a product that I will like. I'm not convinced. But I'm willing to learn. I'm absolutely totally willing to learn. I really am. I'm willing to be converted here. I just don't know if this is for me. I don't know if we'll see. Let's not go into this with any preconceptions. Okay, so you will have to excuse me. I will have to blow my nose. I'm the only person in the world who can catch a cold during isolation somehow. Bear with me a sec. I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me blowing my nose, right? So, anyway, let's get on to it. So, I guess we need to do, like, Laravel. Oh, no. Composer. Create project. Laravel. What are we going to call this? Let's call it Livewire. I am the best. I remembered it. Yes. That's the first small win. Okay, cool. So, Then we want to know how. Okay, this is the trick I'm going to do now. I'm going to make the toolbar bigger so that when I maximize my screen, there we go, that works. Now you can see everything if I just maximize it to the bottom of the toolbar. Yes, awesome. Okay, so we have a new Laravel project. Let's go into Livewire. I guess we don't need to do anything in here, right? This should just be working fine. If we do PHP Artisan serve and then open that, we have a new Laravel app. Awesome. Okay, then we want to install Livewire, right? Now, my first question is definitely, how is Livewire going to play with the Tailwind CSS plugin we use? Because I'm fully bought into Tailwind now. GitHub, Laravel, Tailwind. That's the one. Are these going to play nicely together? I mean, we totally should try it and see, right? I think. We should definitely try it and see. So, I guess we want that, right? Boop. Oh, why is this? Is this? Oh, okay. I don't think I pressed enter on that one. Nice fresh cup of tea. Beautiful. Okay, then we want to do that. Boop. Oh, so good. So good. How's everyone doing? It's Friday. Not that days mean anything anymore. Right, so let's go back to... Like, I've probably done something really stupid here, haven't I? Have I... Oh, have I broken one of the things by doing the other things? There's the question on my mind. We can only find out. It's fine. We can find out. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Good morning, Copper Beardy. You're starting to hang out in the PHP live streams here a bit, you know? Are we converting you? Or do you just like the company? Either's brilliant. Okay, so, yes, I've probably broken everything. Bit of both. Yeah, I love it. I've probably broken everything already, but we'll see. So, once this is npm run dev, we should be able to do PHP Artisan serve. That's just an alias to PHP Artisan serve, by the way. That's not anything spectacular. And this should now be the Tailwind preset, right? Which should be slightly different. Perfect. That works. Great. Have we broken the Livewire bit here? I mean, we can only say, include the JavaScript on every page that will be used in Livewire. So in the head, we need... Don't we want to use the new... Isn't there a new format for this? Or is this the new format? Or let's just do what the docs say. I mean, I am reading the docs here, so I should probably do what the docs say. It's probably a good thing. Okay, open. So now we'll have this template, right? In resources... Okay. In resources, views... Oh, it's just the welcome.blade.php. Okay, I mean, we can try adding it in here for now, right? That's fine, because this is going to be like a single page app, I would guess. So there's our Livewire styles. And then just before the closing body tag, we want the Livewire scripts. And I think that works, right? I think that should render. Do I need to be on, like... Do I need to be on npm run what? Oh, hang on. www livewire npm run watch. Is that what? That's the one that just recompiles everything when I change anything, right? Probably need that running. I probably need that. That build is done. So have I broken anything here? I haven't broken anything. That kind of is a good... So I'm just going to run through the quick start first so that I understand how to use Livewire. I have done a little bit of research off stream, I'll be honest. I normally learn everything 100% with you awesome peeps. But for this, I did do a little bit because I needed to understand a little bit about what Livewire was and how it worked. So I have done a tiny bit of work off stream. So let's www. You have new mail. How do I even read mail from a terminal? And why have I got new mail? And who's mailed my terminal? This is very strange. www Livewire, and then we do PHP adds on make Livewire counter. Livewire. Would you like to show some love by starring the repo? No, I would not. And it's a little cheeky that you said that, and I'm glad you're not sad about it. Okay, we created our component. Excuse me. Modestas, how you doing? How you doing? Are you available for any shooty tonight? Maybe a little hour of pew pew. Running this command will generate the following two files. My glasses are stinking. It's all going what? Okay, so we get app HTTP Livewire counter.php. So that's the controller, as I would say, and then a blade file. So the controller and the blade file are inexplicably linked in this instance. This uses a lot of magic to infer where things are and how they should work, which is obviously a little scary for me. So we just want to update the component to render something, right? So if we go to Livewire, counter.blade.php, care about people's approval and you will be their prisoner. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Doing all right, going crazy as usual in these conditions. Thank God we got our quarantine lowered so we can go out a bit more freely. Less than 30 cases daily. And we'll see. I may be back home 6 to 7 UK time. Awesome. Well, yeah, if we'll be in the relevant channels. And if you see us playing Apex, come in and say hi, because I'm totally open for changing games, you know. Just because we're playing Apex doesn't mean we wouldn't change. And if you want to hang out with Modestus and I and play games, then you can hang out on jerkstalkgames.com Discord. You can find the link here at jerkstalkgames. Aside, I've even got the t-shirt on today. I got the t-shirt on as well. Look at this. Awesome. Anyway, cross promotion. Okay, so what should we say? H1. Don't forget to hit that follow button to be notified when I go live. See, now always be Brandon. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Okay, then we just include the component, right? So we do at Livewire counter. Awesome. So we go to our welcome.blade.php. I guess we can just like get rid of all this. Like, I don't care about any of it. Boop. And then we go Livewire counter. So this is saying include the Livewire component counter here, right? So this, I think this should work. It worked. It actually worked. I mean, I'm surprised, I'll admit, but not that surprised. Okay, cool. Now we add the counter functionality. So this is the controller, as I would call it. I don't know if that's the actual real life name of this, but this is linked to that blade template. I understand that much. So things that you add in this class automatically get made available in this view, which is pretty cool but scary because like magic and me, I mean, we probably should address that at some point. Hi, Flying Dev, how you doing? Magic and me have a very checkered past. I have loved Magic, Zen Framework 1 that I was heavily involved in, relied a ton on Magic, and I kind of bought into that whole thing. If I'm honest, I really did. But since then, a lot of my work has been around consultancy and problems in development that has been caused by Magic, essentially. Magic is this two-edged sword, which means it's brilliant for rapid development and terrible when you want to actually debug stuff and come back to it. So I'm totally on the fence. I think it's horses for courses. I'm never going to say one thing is good for everything and one thing is bad for everything, but be cautious, let's say, with Magic. So all we've done here is add a public property called count. This gets automatically magically made available in in the template, which is brilliant. And then we got an increment and a decrement method. We can call these using JavaScript, using Voodoo Magic again. So that's cool. And then if we update our blade template, this is the stuff that makes me edgy. But you know, I'm gonna buy into it. As I said, I'm willing to have my opinions changed here. I'm willing to have my opinions changed. Do not, Flying Dev, do not judge PHP and Laravel development by this. This is an edge case package that allows you to do JavaScript mega magic nonsense from within the PHP. And I'm just literally trying to figure out what this is and what its benefits and downsides are. So please don't judge the entirety of modern PHP based on this. That's not good. Speaking of which, we absolutely need to be using PHP level 4 language constructs here. So what does, because this is my type safety, this should return an illuminate view. So it's going to return a view. I definitely should be, what can it return? It can return an application, a view factory, or a view. Well, we always want it to return a view, let's be honest. Render should always be returning a view. It's all good. So I think that gives us the more mod. Oh, we need strict types. I can't live without strict types. So this is all the new modern PHP stuff where we have actual type safety built into our code base now, which is awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening here. Right, this is fine. We don't want to use styles already. We want to be using I've forgotten how to use Tailwind already. Text center, that's it. Button. Okay, so what this is saying is when you click this, so this is the custom stuff that Tailwind adds. So we render a button with a plus. This is saying use Livewire and bind a click handler to run the increment method. Now the increment method is not a JavaScript method. It's the method in this controller in the PHP section. This is where the magic comes in. Because this is essentially setting up the JavaScript part, but it's running a PHP script using asynchronous HTTP calls, AJAX, essentially. So this is the cleverness around this. Is you're not writing JavaScript, you're writing well-formed HTML that generates the JavaScript and automatically hits PHP controllers because it sets up all the routes and stuff for us. And then we do a H1 with the count. Notice this is made available as an in-scope variable straight off the bat, which is cool. And then we say, if we click decrement this. So this is all the voodoo magic nonsense that scares the living daylights out of me, but I'm willing to have my mind changed. So let's catch up with chat quickly. This exactly shows what modern PHP could become. Some may like, some won't, but it's a weird flex of what it can do. It is, I totally, wholeheartedly agree. I do not have a problem if this becomes standardized. People always get unhappy about something. Of course they do. When it comes to languages. Of course they do. I'm happy to just learn new stuff and since I got no clue. What language do you normally work in, Flying Dev? Was it C#, if I remember rightly? I don't remember. Okay, so we've got a plus, we got a naught, and we got a minus. And if I hit plus, it goes up, and if I hit minus, it goes down. And that's not Python and React, my apologies. Python's becoming more PHP with types. You work with all of the loose types at the moment. So the interesting thing here is that when I click plus, I don't know what is actually happening. I guess it's doing an asynchronous request to counter. What? Okay, so yeah. So this is what's happening here, right? So, okay, let's clear this, because this is the important stuff. In fact, let me make my screen bigger, not that bit, because I'm an old man who can't see anything. Okay, so we've got, when I click plus, we do a post to, slash livewire slash messages slash counter. Okay. So we do a post to that, and that gives us a response with an ID and some boilerplate and some other boilerplate and then some data. It gives us the DOM element. So this is what we should render the new DOM element as. Okay, that's kind of scary, but okay. And then we get the data. So this is the properties from the class that we created. Okay. So this is doing all the magic to get stuff run. So it's running PHP automatically using JavaScript from our front end. I think that's quite cool. I think it's quite cool. I don't know. I don't know. I think it uses Vue.js, right, in the background. I think. How do I know that? How do I know? I think it's using Vue.js in the background anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do some really simple asynchronous front end, this would be perfect. And I think it would actually be perfect for the game that we are going to write. That's the truth here. I think this would be an ideal way where you don't have to worry about the JavaScript. You can just write it all in PHP and away you go. PHP is a great language to learn in the current climate, I would say, honestly, Flying Dev. People from outside of the PHP community would probably dispute that and laugh and joke. But with things like Laravel, with the brand new stuff that we got in PHP 7, 7.1, 2, 3, and 4, like, with things like Laravel that allow you to do massive rapid development, I think PHP is just an amazing choice at the moment for your 90% web application. Like, I really do. If you're just doing some kind of CRUD based system or like an e-commerce site or solving the 99% of the problems that we solve on the web, PHP is a great choice. Yeah. Laravel has brought Laravel has brought the popularity back to PHP in the mainstream. PHP has always been popular in the it's been popular, it's just not been cool, is my opinion. Anyway, I could talk about my opinions on PHP forever and cause arguments. That's something I'm really good at. This is pretty cool though, right? I think this is pretty cool. I think there's something in this. I'm just scared of it at the moment still. Anyway, so what is the game that I want to write? Is anyone old enough or has ever been on Facebook when... So this is a presentation I gave in 2014. And please forgive the horrible style. My presentation style has come on a lot since then. But this is a presentation I gave about a game I wrote in a company called Microcosm Games back in 2010, I think. And the games that I'm talking about, and I don't know if anyone remembers these kind of games on Facebook. I'd be very interested to know. If anyone remembers this kind of game that was popular on Facebook. This is Mafia Wars by a company called Zynga. And these games were super popular. And essentially what you do is this is just like a database game, right? This is what it is. This is not a real... Well, it is a real game, I guess. But you click these buttons. Whoa! Okay, giving away my slides. You click these buttons. So you've got like health, energy, stamina, and it'll cost you 39 energy to do this quest. If you've got 6 guns, 8, whatever that is, 8 people and 4 cars, it'll cost you 39 energy, and you'll do 2,640. You'll get $2,644 to $3,334, and then your energy goes down. And the way these games used to work, and your stamina allows you to do other type of quests, fighting quests. But essentially the way these games worked is your energy would replenish every 5 minutes. So they would encourage you to come back every 3 to 4 hours and play these games. And I actually worked for a company that used to... Look, this is my 12 million idiots played this game each and every month. This is my slides from the day. I'm sorry, but we won't go through all of the slides at the moment. But what we will do is go through the version of that game that I was involved in writing, which was called The One Ring. And it was a fully licensed Facebook turn-based grindy game with a license for the Lord of the Rings franchise, which is an amazing thing to think. There was a team of 6 of us based in Cardiff who were working on this game. And we essentially had a real game that looked like that looked like this. This was like a real Flash game with skill, and it was a proper game, and we had nobody playing it, so we decided to copy Mafia Wars and change our game from a real game into these grindy based games, because people love these grindy based games. There was so much money to be made, and of course these games massively encourage you to spam your friends and get them playing. So it's all very good. And look, chat's gone crazy, so this is something I need to do. Our team had to learn some Python in order to make our product. I had to do that as well, Modestus, at one point. We used Twisted, which is like a Python version of Node sort of thing. That's a terrible description, but you understand what I'm saying. It was an event loop to load in some stuff into memory and serve it up super quick, because PHP is brilliant because it's got shared nothing architecture, but it's also terrible at certain things because it's got shared nothing. So that was awesome. I've seen Laravel kind of blah, 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 blah. There was a point where we had 3 languages, PHP, Python, and some C. That's good. That's good. I mean, I'm not a kind of person who thinks you should just use PHP for everything, right? That's not my mentality. I just think that it does certain things incredibly well, and we shouldn't throw that out just because it's not one of the popular languages. I think that if you wanna do certain things, PHP is absolutely the best choice for those certain things. That's my opinion. Writing an API is one thing in this modern era. Like, writing APIs is a brilliant thing to do in PHP, in my opinion. A brilliant thing. And you could totally write APIs in Node, and you can totally write APIs in Python, and you can, it's fine. But I stray away from social games these days. People can easily, I'm not. You're right, Copper. You're right. Like, this was the point. The point was, back in these days of 2010, this is 10 years ago, people's plans were to get you to spend as much as you possibly could on these games. The trick here was, and I'll give away some secrets of success here, but the trick here was to try and make you spend in one of 3 ways, either by spending physical money, because that gave us income. Obviously, if you were spending physical money on the premium currency, which is, you can see here, is called favors in our model. If you can spend money on the premium currency, you're literally giving us money. Or you could get us money by spending, by watching adverts. So we encourage you to watch adverts. Or you could spend by getting other people to play our game, by spamming your friends. So any one of those 3 things would allow us to see you as a successful gamer of our game. And if you did none of those 3 things, we kind of built the game so you'd get bored as quickly as possible, because you're just costing us bandwidth and you're never going to give us anything in return. Shafiq, my friend Davey, how are you doing? So nice to see you. We should definitely hang out soon. They do. They play on the... So we did this presentation, which I could totally give on stream one day if you're interested in the theories behind these kind of games, because we did a ton of research around this. This kind of stuff is stuff that we investigated a lot, and I'd happily talk about that on another stream another day, but I would like to get some of the coding done today. Do we have a better picture of... Oh yeah, we do. We don't have a better picture. This is the combat screen where you'd actually fight a big boss. We don't have a better picture of the game itself. I wonder if it still exists. I mean, I wonder if... What was it changed to? The story is that we lost the rights, so they had to rewrite it into a different game name. Mythic Isles Hero. I wonder if that game still exists. Mythic Isles Hero. We will get around to writing this in PHP and Livewire. We totally will. Facebook. I don't even know if this game still exists, or if I have a Facebook account for that matter. Apparently I do have a Facebook account. How do we play this then? Can we? This is a page, right? Can you still play games on Facebook? Do you... So this is essentially the game that I worked on 10 years ago, right? But they lost the license to the One Ring, so they had to create their own sort of hybrid. How do I actually play this? Mythic Isles, Mythic Isles. I can't remember how Facebook works. Because this would be a perfect example of... How do I play the actual game? App page. There we go. There you go. Oh. Oh, they've... I guess the whole thing is... I guess the company's gone. That's sad. That's pretty sad. I have to say, that's made me a little bit sad. It's made me a little bit sad. Oh yeah, this last post was from 2016. Okay, I should have seen that. Anyway, this was the actual game that we wrote, and it was really, really cool, and we did really, really well. But again, the whole premise of this game was just clicking buttons like in Mafia was, right? It was you click buttons and you move sliders. Like that was the game. So we're going to write that game. I'm definitely going to write that game. And I'm excited because this is the third game we've attempted to write. And one of them we actually wrote and finished. So this is good. So yeah, the more you do... So there's things I need to take notes here now, right? What did I use for drawing mind maps before? Mind map drawing tool. Mind map. Okay, that sounds good enough. Can I just... Go. I don't want to sign up. Perfect. Game. The game will have stats. The game will have... No, from here. The game is there keyboard shortcuts. The game will have quests. The game will have... Shout them out as you think of them. So we'll have stats, which is like health, energy, stamina. We'll have quests. We'll have items, right? We'll definitely have items. Items. Good morning, MJ. How you doing? Yeah, I guess we can do a stream on that talk. Maybe we'll do that Monday. That sounds like a good thing to do. I think that would be a good thing to do, but I'd just like to get some code working today. We'll have quests, we'll have stats, we'll have items. Is there anything else we essentially need to do for the most basic game here? Because I would just like to write the most basic game. I don't think there is. Okay, cool. So what stats will we have? And again, to make this as simple as possible, we'll have energy. And we'll have... Why am I doing everything in caps? Oh well, doesn't matter. And we'll have XP, and you'll spend energy to convert it into XP. I think that's the simplest thing that we can do for this game, like at the very beginning, is that our stats will just be energy and XP. I mean, let's take a look at the Mafia Wars again. They have health, and I think that's health, and so energy and XP are from this screen where you do... Oh, and money maybe, so you can buy more items. Yeah, money. We definitely need money. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because this is the part of the process I absolutely love. This is the bit that is my favorite. So there's two parts to this game, right? There's jobs, which is the screen we're looking at, and there's fights. And jobs uses energy, items, XP, and cash. Fights use stamina, health, XP, and cash. So my first thought at the moment is to... not bother with fights. Let's just get this, because like what I love to do here is to actually get something working and then iterate. So get the job screen working as a full standalone game and then iterate on that and add in the fights, for example. I think that's kind of the way I'd like to do it. Character. Is that like metadata about your profile? You know, your like description, your picture, that kind of thing? I think we probably need level as a stat. No. Here and then enter. I'm getting this. Level. I think we probably need. Because quests will open based on your level. So new quests. So these quests, you need to be level 1 to do all these. But there'll be level 2 quests that'll open and level 3 quests that'll open as you level up. Okay, I think that's good enough. Oh, sorry. Yes, to attach level and stats to. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Um, whom ate my face cake? I don't know whom ate your face cake. Yeah, I think that's a fair point, Davey. I think some of these stats will. Yes, I agree. I agree that this probably should be called. I agree that this should probably be called character, actually. Because these are stats related to your character, and then there will be stats related to quests. So quests will have cost and rewards. So quests will have costs, and quests will have rewards. And costs will be essentially energy. So it'll cost you energy. It may also cost you items to do quests. We don't have items in our character, so our character. I'm sort of getting the keyboard controls here. So costs could be energy, could be items, could be both, could be either one of those. It's me, Bagua. Well, you've changed your name or created a new Twitch account, Bagua. But welcome back to the stream. Yeah, thanks Modestas for reminding me to unmute my mic. I think that's right, Divvy. I think you're right. I think a character will have energy, XP, money, level, and items. And I think quests will cost energy and or items and will reward XP and or items and or money. These are what they possibly could reward. Level ups will happen as triggers. Level up will happen as triggers when we put a trigger somehow on when XP goes up. Does a level up happen? Items, I guess, we can remove from here now because we've already got them in the other place. So this is quite nice now. We've simplified this to 2 things. I'm kind of happy with that. Character, inventory, items, which links to items bottom left. Yeah, so this is like a mind map more than a... This isn't a system design type thing for me. This is what I use to kind of visualize how things are going to work, if that makes sense. This isn't really like, oh, this is how the database is going to look or how any of the other interactions are going to look. This is more like how this is going to sit in my head. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream, sir. Welcome back. Does that make sense, Davey? So I'll start mapping out how the database would look based on this in a second. So just to go over again for people who have just joined, we're building out this clone of Mafia Wars, which is a game from Facebook in the 2010s, the 2000s to 2010s. T. So we're just because, like, as I said, right, what I like to do is I like to learn how to do things, and the way that I like to learn how to do things is by building stuff. And because I hate building like stock control systems and things and love building games, I always end up just building games to learn stuff. So that's why I always like try and build out games rather than anything else to try and learn things. Interestingly, who remembers these clones at the top here as well? Like, okay, Texas Hold'em was its own game, but Pirates was Mafia Wars but Pirates, whatever that says. Dragon Wars was Mafia Wars but Dragons. Vampires was Mafia Wars but Vampires. Fashion Wars was Mafia Wars but Fashion. Special Forces was Mafia Wars but fighting in the army. So I remember all of those. I had to play all of these games as part of my job at Microcosm Games to figure out what the hell, how they worked and everything. Is really super popular. So yeah, I think this works for me right now. I guess we should try penciling some of this out in the database. I guess. Okay, I mean, it's just time to start doing it, right? And we can use migrations for this, right? PHP, artisan, make, migration. Oh, okay, there was a way, the last time I was working with Laravel, there was a way where I could build like the migration and the model in one go. Or was that something else? Someone will remind me. -M, is that to make the model at the same time. Oh, okay. Yes. Now this is where chat comes into its own. I love this. I love it when I ask the question and chat just goes, just do this, dude. It's fine. PHP artisan make model name character, we'll say. So this is is it capitalization? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Minus M equals model, minus F equals factory, minus C equals controller. Minus M. Yeah, but MF. What is minus S? Minus CR equals resource controller. Migration, factory, and seeder. Yeah, but the factory in Laravel isn't really a factory, is it? The seeder I want. Okay, minus M. I don't want a factory. The factory in Laravel is like to generate data, isn't it? It's not really a factory for like generating the model or whatever. Resource controller, no. Faker data. Yeah, I don't want to. I'll just shove that in the seeder, right? Should I just do a model and a seeder? We can go back later. Try it and see. Come on. Let's not overthink this. It's done. Cool. So I can also write my migration and then generate my model properties from the database, right? With some kind of cool plugin or PHP Storm thing. Minus C. Now you've thrown that right in. I don't need a controller for this. I'm going to be using Livewire, which I'm going to be using it in like one of these type controllers, right? I'm going to be using it in this context, and I'm assuming I can just pass it in as a I can use one of those crazy facades, right? Yeah, I can figure that out. Right, let's do the migration. This is the cool bit where we start to block out how the app's going to look. Okay, here we go. So we'll have ID and timestamps, I guess, because why not? We'll have a name, string, name. Okay, and then we're just going to have a ton of stats. You sponsored Caleb on GitHub. Love some Livewire. Yeah, I did see that, Steve. I'm signed up. So yeah, if you want to learn more about Livewire, I believe that's next Thursday, the 30th. There's a PHP South Wales talk, which is obviously in this modern time, localized user groups are kind of a thing that anyone can sign up for and attend, right? They're not localized user groups anymore. So you can hang out wherever you are. Speaking of which, Davey, isn't it like ridiculous o'clock for you? I didn't think about that when I saw you. It's like 11:15 here. I'm so undecided about Livewire here, Bagua. Sorry, who ate my face cake? This is going to be like kill or cure for me. I'm either going to buy into it or I'm going to say this is a hideous abomination that I hate. It could go either way. So table int ija. So we already have some kind of idea of what we want. So energy. So I'm okay with just shoving these in the character at the moment and moving them out to different tables later if I need to. I'm all right with that. So we've got energy as an integer. Oh, integer level. This is a real bad investigation into how I work. We need money as an integer. This is a really bad, like, this probably shows how bad I am as a developer, but it's fine. You took a Corona nap earlier. Well, that's good. That is good. Anyone got a link for that PHP South Wales talk? Yeah, I have one. Meetup.com. How to fail with serverless. That's a talk I probably should go to next Tuesday as well. Like, yes, I want to go to that. Oh, I'm going to it. That's good. I really want to go to that. That sounds good. How do I go to the ones, see what I'm signed up for? How do I... PHP South Wales. There we go. I'm betting that Steve has already linked to it, so... Turn that off, otherwise we'll get codeception going on. There you go. There you go. You didn't add money as a float, so it's all good. Yeah, because like we're not going to be adding money. We're not going to be having a we're not going to be having don't share links in Twitch. Yeah, you can. I mean, this is a pretty a pretty chilled place. You can post links here as long as they're relevant. Like, I'm totally chill. Yeah, money, we're not going to bother with pounds and pence. We're just going to have the pounds. That's totally fine. Levels and integer. Items will be a link table to an items table, right? We'll have items and we'll link them to what's in the character's inventory somehow. That's how that's going to work, I think. So we've got energy, XP, money, and level. I think that's all we need. Name, energy, XP, level. I think that's good enough, right, for now? Oh, Magic the Gathering. I like it. Life. Oh, health. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not going to bother with... So what I'm going to do here, Mr. Beardy, is we're only going to code in this screen first. So we're not going to bother with health and stamina, which are for a different screen. They are for the fight screen. So we're going to actually just go for the energy and XP bit first. And then, like, we may well add that in later. I'll probably not. I'll probably get... I'll probably like get to the point where this is playable and understand how Livewire works and then get bored of it and never actually carry on writing it. That's pretty typical for me. Although, I mean, I did really good with our Pokemon game, right? That you know, I feel like we've done well there and we could do some more work on that soon. So, why didn't you use custom cases and just said it? Because I don't want to handle pounds and pence. I just want an integer. It's fine. I mean, I know you're talking to Davey there. I'm just fake outrage. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, so we've got this bit. Items will actually be their own thing. So in my mind map, can I like just link it directly to game? Now this is a mind map. It's fine. That was fine as it was. Cool. So I guess we can do like PHP artisan migrate, and that'll create those tables for us. Awesome. And then we need to do GitHub Laravel. What's the name of that amazing GitHub thing, that PHP Storm plugin thing that generates stuff from the models? That's the boy. That's the boy. Or girl. Okay. That's what we want. So this is the thing that'll create stuff in my models, right? This is awesome. This is like my favorite thing in the world. Because, like, I don't need to do that anymore, right? No, I don't have to pirate that. Perfect. Do I need to do this bit? I don't think I do. Oh, that just says if you're not... Okay, I don't care about that. This is what I want. And then I want to do the models bit, right? I think I need one of the optional packages here, right? The doctrine stuff. Let's try it and see time. And we want to do character. Yes. Cool. So my character model should... Oh, that didn't work. It didn't work! Save me! Save me! Also, debug bar from Barry is also amazing. Okay. Art, ID helper models, and art, ID helper meta, and art, ID helper... You need Doctrine Debug. I thought I did. I did actually say something, right? I thought it normally suggested it to you. Yeah, it's here, look. I already have Doctrine Debug. PHP artisan ID helper. Right, what have we got here? Then did you set your DB? Is it migrated? Yeah, I am pretty sure I did PHP artisan migrate earlier, right? Nothing to migrate. Oh yeah, Pam is my alias to PHP artisan migrate. Sorry. It comes free with all my zzz. That's what I use for that. Right, let's see what chat says. Art ID help PHP artisan ID helper models. Didn't I just do that? Should I just do this then? Yes. Oh, that appears to have done more good stuff, right? There you go. Fine. Awesome. Awesome. That is so much better. Right. Great. So we now need items. So we then go back to this bonkers thing here and we say items. And then we go to the items migration. Oh, whoop. And then we try and figure out what items should have. So they should definitely have a name. Oh, damn it. Yeah, look at this, right? I still have this awesome way of working where I have a cable going straight across my keyboard because my freaking magic trackpad keeps dropping out if it's not connected directly to the... This is not good. 480p is enough. I mean, I hope I'm not streaming in 480p. But yeah, but then if I put the keyboard on top of the cable, then the keyboard's like not flat on the desk. That triggers me. That triggers me too. Like, it's just I can't win here. I've moved it round now, and we'll see if that helps. It's just. I contacted Twilio IT department, and they're like, you can totally. I don't think there is legs on this Apple USB keyboard. They've said, yeah, just go to the Apple store, and I'm like, I can cope until the madness is over. Put a small packet of Post-its under each corner. Yeah, okay. I mean, you're winning. You're winning. 2 cables. I do have 2 cables. I should plug it into the end of the keyboard, right? There's a USB port here. That's the sensible thing to do. That's the sensible thing to do. You could supply me with the Post-its if you like. I mean, you were super friendly people, and I really appreciate it. So I don't know what items we want. I think they only need to have a name. I mean, I know we're going to need a cost later to say how much money they cost. No, that's not going to be a string, though. That's going to be an integer. So let's just put that in here at the moment, even if we don't particularly use it, right? Okay. ID, timestamps, name, and cost. Is that enough? Like, they sell wheels for $600. I didn't even pay $600 for the alloy wheels that are on my camper van that I love. So why would I pay $600 for some wheels for my computer? Like, I think, like, in fact, I'm going to do it. Like, this is happening. It's totally happening right now. I didn't think of this before. But if I unplug that one, I should now have no trackpad. I've unplugged the wrong one, haven't I? Yeah, I unplugged the wrong one because it's the way I roll. Okay, now... Oh! Okay, now I can plug this into the edge of the keyboard. Instead of it going straight into the... Oh, description. I like it, Davey. Yes. This hasn't helped, really. It just means the wire's in a more annoying place, actually. Oh, okay. That's something to fix off stream. Text, can we have? Yeah. Description. We can put a little bit of flavor text in it and make this like a real game. I love it. Oh, no, this doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's why I couldn't do this. Oh, look. Why did you make me do this on stream, chat? You're nasty to me sometimes, you know that? Apparently the keyboard USB port doesn't receive power. Who knew? There we go. Into the dongle. There we go. More run ID helper meta for more detailed autocomplete. Why wouldn't I want to do that? Is PHP a thing for me? No. PHP Artisan. It should be a thing. PHP Artisan ID dash helper meta. I always just like type stuff that people say into chat straight into my console. So, you know, it's totally safe and happy to do that. Okay, let's see if we can run this again. Better. There you go. Cool. Okay, so PHP artisan migrate, and then dump the models again. Okay, so how do I link the, this is the next question, right? How do I link the items to the user to say, yeah, I wouldn't dare to mess you up. Yeah, just say to me, do like rum minus rf / and I'll just go, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, okay, belongs to. So belongs to Laravel eloquent belongs. This is stuff that I'm like totally. This is stuff that I'm totally lacking on understanding. So how is this going to be? One character can have many items. You can try what? Cow say. What does cow say? I don't know what that is, and I'm tempted to type it in, but let's do that at the end of the stream. Text pipe cow say. Okay. Ah, that doesn't work. Anyway, one to many. We're getting distracted, but can one item belong to many users? Yes. Yes. So an item is essentially. So yeah, let's map this out a second. Can we just go new? How do I? Yeah, I can just map this out. Yeah, no, an item. Many to many pivot quantity. Yeah, I think that sounds right to me as well. That's kind of what I was thinking of. I was thinking of a many to many. One item can belong to many characters, and many characters can belong to one item. And also quests will have items related to them in a many to many. So quests may want you to have 3 items to be able to do it. Polymorphic many to many, yeah. Polymorphic many to many, I think. No! Many polymorphic relationships slightly more complicated than morph one and morph many relationships. For example, a blog post and video model could share a polymorphic relation to tag model. Using many to many polymorphic relation allows you to have a single list of unique tags that are shared across blog posts and videos. That sounds like it's right. That sounds like it's right to me. Like if you think of a tag, and a tag can be tagged to a video or to a post, then if you think of an item can be associated with a character or a quest. I think that sounds right to me. That sounds like a correct definition. Don't you think? I think. Are there many kinds of items? No, there's only like an item's an item's an item. Okay, I mean, I feel like sounds backwards. No, it's forwards, Davey. It's always forwards for me. Or can items belong to many different models? Yes, they can. They can belong to quests and they can belong to characters at the moment. But they probably can belong to fights in the future. They can probably belong to anything that can be a reward, essentially. Maybe we should have a reward as an object. Oh, stop overcomplicating it. Just get this done and then refactor it so that it's better. I mean, we could totally do this in the most simple way possible and add the complexity later on, right? We can totally do that. We can absolutely do this in the simplest way. Go with items polymorphic. Okay. Do I need this, though? Do I need this table to say what is itemable? Do I need this table? Yes. Okay. Okay. That's so easy to do, right? I guess I don't need a model for that though. That's a pivot table, so I'm never gonna have a model for it. So yeah, I like that. I'm gonna call it itemable. I love it. I love that. I'm going to need a migration though, right? Itemable. What game are you making? We're making like an old school Facebook game called Mafia Wars from the 2000s and early 2010s. And we're making a game like this where you spend... It's like a resource management game, essentially. But we're making a clone of this. We haven't really decided on anything yet about the... We haven't decided on anything like what the law is going to be or anything. We'll decide that in a second. Once we've set up this data structure, then we're going to go into the fun bit of like writing quests and creating items and all that good stuff. Laravel has a convention for pivots. Is that something I should be aware of, or should I just like, I'm just going to go for it at the moment. Sorry folks, this is what's happening. So let's take a look at the itemable. No, itemable. Why didn't I get my migration? Oh, it's there. Awesome. So we've got an ID. I guess we don't want timestamps for that, right? That's a bit of an overkill, I would guess. So then we want table, what? Item ID? Oh, yeah. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. You've been doing coding for a long time now. And then we want... taggable type. I don't understand what that is now, actually. Tag ID. So this would be a string that would say videos or posts, right? Foreign ID? I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. Don't give me the scream face. It's fine. Table morphs itemable. What? You're just putting random stuff. Like, give me more info. You just mashing the keyboard. Type is a character request or whatever. Yes, that's what I assumed. String. Type. So this is saying this item. What we need to do here is say, for example, if item ID 1 was named a keyboard, because we've been talking about that, then we would say the item, we would create a record that says ID, foreign ID 1, and then type would be a keyboard can be used in quests and characters. That's how we would do this, right? To say table morphs itemable will create type and ID fields automatically. How will it know? How will it know what? Because of the name. Will it infer the word item from the ables part? Is that like Laravel magic? Okay. Okay. I'll try it and see. Oh, I need to tell it the name item. It's all magic. Is it item though? You said, whoa now. You said morphs itemable will create type and ID fields automatically, but then I need to add the foreign key. Okay, because that's an index, not a field. Is it itemable or item on its own? I don't know what I've done here. I don't know what I've done, but I'm okay with totally trying it and seeing. This is fine. Okay, does that look good? No, this needs to be able. Right? Itemable type and itemable ID in DB. Item, but I'd rather that be item type and item ID. Can I do that? Table morphs taggable. Oh, I should read the docs. Yeah, it's totally fine to tell me to read the docs. Like, absolutely. Tag ID. Taggable ID is the ID of this, though, right? Oh, I don't know what they've done here. Okay. I don't know. You want the migration columns. Okay. I feel like I'm totally overly complicating this. in as much as I could have just done this by hand and it would be done. I feel like, you know, that's fine. Let's take a look at the morphs. Adds taggable ID, unsigned big int, and taggable type, varchar equivalent columns. Okay. So that gives me an iterable ID and an iterable type. Why would I want to not do that and not just do it myself, though? Laravel, I guess. Isn't the foreign key taggable? Isn't the foreign key itemable ID, though? Isn't that the foreign key? I don't know what foreign key does either. Foreign key. Foreign ID. Alias of table, unsigned big integer. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just an alias of the big integer unsigned. Why would I even use that? Yeah, but it doesn't create any kind of... It doesn't create any kind of index there, right? Because it's just alias in an unsigned big integer. Thank you so much for the follow, Yakindo. Unsigned big int, like item ID links. Yeah, but yeah, I just don't think there's any need for foreign ID at this point, and I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm just going to have... I mean, I know I should have it, but I'm getting rid of it. And my mind is made up. The foot's coming down. The foot's coming down. The foot has spoken. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Now we want to work on the model. On the model. If we need that later, we can add it in. It's totally fine. Next, we're ready to find the relationships on the model. The post and video models will both have a tags method that calls the morph to many method on the base eloquent cast. Awesome. So, character will have an item... Items. Yes. Awesome. I'm not reading you, chat. I'm totally sticking my head in the sand and not reading you. Okay, I will read you because I love you all and you're amazing. The reference table and the foreign key declaration will be different depending on the instance. The model being passed in, you now don't have a connection to the items model. You need to link to items.id. Just a character and quests. But many things can be itemable, not just items. Gary! Yes, look. I'm looking at the docs here, right? This table has 3 fields. Tag ID, taggable ID, and taggable type. My migrations table has 3 fields. An ID. Oh, yeah, you're right. You are right. You are totally correct. And I apologize. I now understand what you were saying. I now understand what you were saying and why. I apologise. I'm on mute, Spabby, while in company town hall. Well, you can't hear this. So, yeah, I now understand. I understand. See, what it was when I read taggable ID, I thought that was the ID, like this ID, but it's not, right? Because that would be called ID. So we actually don't need this. If we are following the docs here, this is what we have, right? 3 fields. Item ID, which is tag ID, and then itemable ID and itemable type, which is what this morphs gives us. Is everybody happy with that? Apparently, hi Felis, you can't hear me. Okay, let's have a remain indoors while I calm down. Let's have a remain indoors. Remember to remain indoors. Okay. Now, Pam. How do I revert what I did last time? PHP Artisan. Migrate. Rollback. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I remember these things. Yeah, I think the able thing is confusing too. But are you sure it's items ID? Like looking at the docs, because I did look at that myself. This is like singular. I'm copying the docs here. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm going to copy the docs. I'm going to copy the docs with the proviso that if it all goes totally pear-shaped, I probably know why that is, right? That probably is what's going to happen. Yeah, try it and see. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Whew. And relax. and relax. So now we go to the character who has the ability to, and we have public pubf items. No. And it returns, takes nothing as an argument. Yep. And it returns this morph to many. And then can I use itemable class here, or do I need to use, I mean, that's a definite try and see. And then itemable. Does that look right? What does this return? Returns a morph to many. Okay, so we want to tell our class that it should always return a morph to many, because this is the way I roll, and we want to declare strict types equals 1, because this is also the way I roll, and I know that's going to trigger some people, but I don't care. It's totally fine. How does that look? You didn't create a model for itemable. Did I need to create a model for itemable? Did I? I have 7.4 as my... We mentioned whether we needed a model, and the answer was a no, I believe. Oh yeah, we don't have item class. Yeah. You're right. You're correct. Item should exist though, right? Where's my models? You are absolutely correct, and items. Why is that plural? Like, and there's a singular. Oh God. Should this be plural? Have I created this all wrong now and I need to do it all again? It should be singular, right? Oh, no. Can I just rename it? Will that cause all sorts of... I'm going to try it and see. Refactor, rename. Item. Rename. Is that going to cause all sorts of confusion with mapping it to the database model? Who knows? Can I do it in the migration? Can I just rename the migration now? Am I going to break everything? Is that going to break everything? Tables are plural. Oh, in that case, we're fine then, right? Don't touch the migration! Whew. I won't touch the migration. I won't touch the migration. Java is way harder, but here's trying a new thing. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I don't need to touch the migration. I've just changed the name of the model so that it's singular. I need to remember the models are singular. I can totally do that. Okay, now this looks good, right? This is the table name that we're using, I guess. Are we happy with that? Because I'm happy with it. Okay. Defining the inverse of the relationship. So now we go to the item and we say public function pubf characters. I'm guessing that's plural because this is a many-to-many relationship. Yep. And this is going to return a morph to many. And then we do that. We return this morph to many. And it's going to return a character. And it's going to be itemable. And I think we're finally getting somewhere today. And we declare strict types because that's the way I roll. And you're never going to tell me that not declaring strict types is a good thing. Whew. Okay. I just feel like this is the most complicated part of it all. If I really believe, if I'm honest, like mapping out the database here is going to be the hardest bit. Once we've just got this bit working, I feel like we'll be able to have the fun and the games. So this is good. So next we want to open up the quest. We didn't create the quest yet. So is it worth me creating some seeded data now so we can model this? Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with you, Steve. I totally agree that getting this bit down is the most important part, and then you can kind of do the fun bit afterwards. Not that this isn't fun, but you know, it's not fun. But not that this isn't fun. So do we want to create some seed data for this, do you think, so that we can map this out? Create a few items and try and assign them to character. I agree. I actually wholeheartedly agree. So we go to database seeds, item seeder. I can't remember how this works, so we're going to look at the docs, because why wouldn't we look at the docs when we can't remember how this works? That seems like a very, very sensible thing to do. You need to define the fillable fields or protected guarded. Okay, let's just try and seed this stuff up for a minute and then figure out what's going wrong from there, because I'm getting a bit overwhelmed. Okay, that's what I want, right? To remember how to do this. So table items, insert, name. Let's create some real items here, right? So seeders will complain if you have no fillable fields. That's fine. Item characters should use morphed by many. It does, doesn't it? I think that is a thing. Item characters should use morphed by many. Oh, morphed by many. You've read the docs better than me, haven't you? This is totally what's happened here. Is that you've actually read the docs, whereas I've just skimmed over the docs. Where was the... No, I lost that page that I was using. That was awesome. Come on. Relationships. It was that one, right? Morph. Many to many. Okay. Yes, you probably read the docs better than me. Morph to many. Morphed by many. You're correct. Thank you. That's a really good catch. That's a superb catch. And what does that return? Apparently it doesn't return anything. It returns a morph to many. So this type hint is still correct. Okay. Thank you. Seeders will complain if you have no fillable fields. Let's do that and see it complaining, if you don't mind. I know this is probably infuriating for people who know Laravel well. Seeder. There we go. So name is keyboard. I'm just going to fill this out with stuff, right? We've got an item that's a keyboard. And its description is just a normal Apple keyboard, because that's the one I'm looking at. And its cost, no, money, I think we called that, didn't we? Oh, I've forgotten already. Item table. Cost. We did call it cost. That's good. That's what I would expect it to have called it. Close that string. Cost is 100 fake money. Does that look good? Or just set guarded as an empty array? I don't know. What I'm doing, Steve, is I'll totally come back to this in a second, but I want to understand why seeders will complain and what the error is and why I need to set guarded, because like I can totally just do this, but I really want to understand. Like, I'm trying to learn, and I am learning tons because you people are brilliant, but I'd like to see, rather than just blindly doing something, I'd like to see what problem it's solving. Oh, you're using the DB for search, so I may not complain. Oh, okay. Is that guarded because of mass assignment protection in Laravel? Is that what I'm looking at here? Because I could totally do this, right? Yeah, okay. I get it. Because I could, like, I did copy. To be fair, the way I'm doing seeding is the way that I just copied and pasted from the first code example in the docs. But if I was going to do it this way, then it would totally just complain. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do the we'll just do it the easy way for now. So we're going to empty the database, and then we're going to add in a keyboard. Yeah, that looks good to me. I think that'll work. Yeah, I get what you were saying. Yeah, awesome. Good call. I understand what you were saying about guarded now, was to so that I can do mass assignment, essentially. I understand. So PHP artisan seed. Oh, that's PHP artisan serve. Idiot. PHP artisan database seed. No. PHP DB. Okay, I was really close. I just went for the full. There we go. So now, let's take a look. Here's my amazingly protected database. And I'm just using like, no, Laravel, please. I'm not using data grip. Why would I use data grip? I don't know. Like, I can just browse stuff in the database right here. Oh, that appears to not have worked. That's scary. Oh, I know why. I have to actually tell it to call it, don't I? Idiot. This, I just deleted what it should be. This call. Yeah, I remembered that you need to do that. Like with all the magic in Laravel, they can't just find the seeds and add them for me when I do PHP Artisan create seed. They just, you know, with all of the magic in Laravel, the one thing that should be magic isn't magic. Oh, these are null. Do I need to set those by hand? I probably do because I'm not using... Yeah, that's fine. It's because I'm not using the model, right? Okay, cool. Awesome. So now we go to the character seeder, and this is where things get DB. This is where I probably should use the characters. This is probably where I should use the truncate. This is probably where I should use the models, right? Yeah, I absolutely agree that I should use the model here, 100%. So we pull an item out of the items database, right? So item equals item file where name. This is me being really equals keyboard. Is that look okay? Do I need to do a fetch or something? Or does that give me the item? Try it and see. Try it and see. First, I do need to pull just the row out. First or fail. Yeah, because I wanted to accept if I don't have an item. Also, the benefit of using models is any observers who have registered will be triggered. Yeah, I agree. That will throw a 404. That's fine. Okay, just first. It's fine. We'll get an error in this seeder if or a model not found. Yeah, I'm okay with an exception. It can't throw 404. We're not in a context of a HTTP request. It'll throw an exception, right? That's fine. That's good enough. Okay, then we want to say $character equals new character. And then we set the character's attributes. What name should we use? One name. Okay, we can fill this out. Chat can tell me name. The energy is 100. The money 1,000. The level is 4. And that's it, I think. Oh, XP is, I don't know, 18. I know I could have mass assigned these, but it's fine. Anything I've forgotten here? I don't think so. No, I think that's good. Okay. Character name, Twilio Man. Irish man. Irish man. Are you going to event source the XP? Probably yes. I'm probably going to trigger an event to say whether you've leveled up or not based on the XP. But that's coming later. Shafiq, what did I miss? You pinged me and I... Oh, what have I missed here? I missed something from you, Davey. Sorry. Let me scroll back. Okay. I don't know what I missed. Oh, Spabby for the name. I see. I see. Okay. That's fine because of the idiocy. We'll call him Spabby. That's totally good. Now I need to do right character. Do I do items? How do I add this item to this character? This is what I don't understand, I think. This is the stuff I don't get. Okay, let's take a look at the docs. Let's use the docs. The docs are great. The docs are awesome. Retrieve in relationship. Okay, I don't want to retrieve it. I want to set it. Set in the relationship. Save first. Important. Yeah, I know. I need to save first. Is it attached, did you say? Is that what I'm missing here? Okay, I mean, we're so deep into try it and see territory now that what's the point? Attach isn't a method, apparently. Or it's a method that doesn't have code completion. Either is equally viable here. Attach. We're in try it and see. We're in try it and see. Oh, items attach. Okay. That makes more sense. That totally makes it... Oh! It doesn't expect an item object though, so I need to do item ID, right? Why does an item have... This doesn't return an item object, right? Okay. Okay, that's better. Okay, how are we looking there? Are we all thinking this is going to break? Or are we thinking save? Okay, let's read the chat. You shouldn't need to save first. It should do the right thing. You need to save first. You need to save first. Otherwise, DB won't be touched at all. Just a hydrated model will be created. But how will it know to add it? If I save here, how will it know to save this relationship to the database? Or do I need to save before and after? Like, I'm fully into try and see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I didn't add it to the seeder. I totally didn't add it to the seeder. Idiot. Idiot. Character seeder. Okay. I mean, it did something. I suspect it didn't create the relationship. That's what I suspect here. So it created the character. That's awesome. You save the character, then save the attached relation. So I need to save twice. So I'm guessing this itemable is done. Where's the... How do I know what... Where's the lookup table here? Does it create the lookup table when I do it the first time? I'm really... That's it. Item ID... Oh, it is it. Okay. So, item ID 1 is assigned to app character with the ID of 1. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Okay, cool. So that actually saved it without me needing to explicitly save it. Are we happy with that? Because I think I'm happy with that. So, I guess the next thing we do is we go to the home controller. What's the controller called? The controller. Home controller. Oh, there isn't a controller. It's in the web.php roots, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we scavily do this. We say character equals character. Is there a find? 1? I don't need to do a first on that though, right? Because that'll give me the character object. Oh, DD, isn't it? DD. I'm remembering this slowly but surely, you know. I really feel like I am. Whoa, that's big. I mean, even my eyes aren't so bad for that. I think that we're good there though, right? So let's just dump the name. Yeah, perfect. And then let's dump the items. Looks good to me. First. Name. Yeah, looks awesome. That looks awesome. That looks like it works to me. That looks totally like how I would expect this to work. I've got a character whose name... I've got a character whose name I can access, and then if I call items on it, I get a collection, and that collection is of the items that I want, with n+1. n+1 is a fictional problem that you can solve, but no, it's not. It's a big deal, but it's fine. It's good enough for this. Items is not a collection. Okay, what is it? It's a morph to many. I understand it's not necessarily a collection. Use with. Okay. With items. That looks like it might work. So this is essentially just getting rid of the... This is actually doing the actual join. Yeah. Character items first. So I don't need to call this anymore. I can now just say, give me my items. Yeah, there you go. That's much cleaner, actually. So now I'm getting a collection back, right? Yeah. This is a collection here. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. That's really... Yeah, no more n+1. That's really awesome stuff. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Okay, so now what are we? We're an hour and a half into this thing, and we've nearly modeled out the database. we're an hour and a half in, and I'm nearly there. That's good. My throat's going. I need to eat lunch, but let's do another half an hour. I'll grab some lunch, and then we'll come back this afternoon. I don't know if people will be bored enough, but I'm happy to work on this, so we'll do another stream later. Because I'm enjoying myself, and I haven't actually done the bit of the job that I wanted, which was to play with Livewire for a blog post. So, while I've learned tons about Laravel again, I haven't done what I set out to do, which is completely normal. Right, so what have we actually done here, right? We've got a seeder for character and database, and we've got a migration for... characters, items. Sorry, we've got a seeder for character and items, and we've got a yeah, we need to create quests essentially, right? That's what we need to do here. We need to create quests. In our general, oh, that's squirrel, ship it squirrel. Yeah, I have a meeting in 6 hours. You can just, mute me and carry on sitting in the stream. Surely you need to go to bed between now and that meeting, Davey. Like, I really love that you're hanging out here, and I really hope you hang out here more, because it's just awesome to hang out with old friends. It really is. I really mean that. But I'm thinking of your mental health. You need to go to bed. Like, so this is a singular. This is the problem I did last time, right? This is a singular, and I want a model and a seeder. Awesome. So... I suspect this is what I'm going to do here is going to boil some people's blood, but let's just do it anyway. Because what I should do here now is have a second layer, which is rewards. Oh, this is going to be... right, okay, let's take a look at our mind map. This is going to be really weird. And I'm suspecting what... I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to simplify this. So at this moment, we say that you can get items, XP... and money as rewards. At this point, I'm going to say, nah, we're not going to have items as rewards because it's too complicated for our first iteration. We're going to... Can I strike through that? Is there any way to, like... let's put that as red. We're not going to do that for the time being. Just to simplify this so that we can get onto the... just so that we can get it onto the like bit that where we really want to start coding in Livewire. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Felix. Welcome as a sub, David Shafiq. Don't forget to try out your new awesome emojis, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. Your son has joined the stream. Hello, Steve's son. Did he have a nice nap? I really need a nap. I'm not going to nap today. I'm going to totally get this done. Stop getting distracted and get this done. Okay, so run the database seed. That's not what I wanted. We want a quest table. Okay, so we want a quest name, like the name of the quest. We definitely want a description for some flavor text. Description. And we definitely want to show off the emotes that Davy's now got, because that's the way I roll. Here we go. What? Oh, that's from your son. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Steve. That's, do you know what? That is weirdly, like, touching. Thank you so much. That is actually weirdly touching. And I hope you and the family are doing well. Okay, so that's enough. I can't really think about. So, okay, let's say, okay, let's do this down and dirty and let's get judged for it. But let's say, energy cost is a thing. And let's say that, what else can we have as a cost? Oh, I closed my stream manager. What an idiot. We can have items or energy as a cost. So let's not code the items in at the moment either, right? Let's add these in later. Let's get this working in the simplest way possible and then add the items in. And I know you're going to judge me for it, and I'm okay with that. So let's just say we can only cost energy at the moment, and our reward can be XP and or money. Okay, and I know this is bad. Oh, and the level that you need to be to do this quest, right? Okay, I know this isn't great. I know this isn't great, but it's okay. I want to learn Livewire. Is this recorded for later? Yes, it'll be recorded. And we will be doing Livewire this afternoon, Davey, and you can totally watch the thing. Well, thank you, Steve King, as well. It's all kicking off here. It's all kicking off. Thank you. Thank you. I missed something as well. I had a noise in my ear and I missed it because I was too busy typing. Thank you for the sub, Feelers. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the gifted sub, Feelers, to Steve King. Thank you for the gifted sub to Davy Shafiq. I totally feel bad now that your tier 3 sub that I gifted you was gone. But, you know, it is what it is. Thank you, Davey. And please come and hang out whenever you can. And I will be back on later. And we will be doing Livewire today, I promise. This is not just me, like, using names to try and, like, blag people into watching it. I totally didn't think that this would take so long to work. And I hope you and your family are doing well, Davey. I really do. We should arrange a call soon. We definitely should. So I don't think there's anything else I need to add in here, right? The cost is energy. The reward is XP or money. It can be a level. And it's got a name and a description. There will be another thing later where we say, like, how much of you mastered it. But at this point, let's just nail this down so that it's pretty simple, yeah? I love it. Okay. So we can do PHP Arts and migrate. Awesome. Now let's create the seeder. And we did all that work earlier for me to not actually use items in quests. But we'll add that in. We'll definitely add that in. 100%. I probably need to walk a bit too, to be honest, Modestus. I'm thinking we'll finish this at 12:30 my time. I'll spend 30 minutes grabbing something to eat. And then we'll come back on. Because I need to get the Livewire bit done. I'm okay with that. So let's create the seeder to check how this looks. Quest seeder. And db table data quests truncate. So we want to empty the quests table and create new every time. And then we'll say quest equals new quest. I like doing it this way, even though I know this isn't great for... Oh, I tell you what I need to do is... We need to do the generating of the models again. Boink. Cool. Name. Plug in your... Oh no, we can't do plug-in keyboard. Power up laptop is the name of the quest. And then the description is... Oh, yes, sorry. This isn't a function. The description is... It's time to start the day. Let's switch on our laptop. Get going. Now you would need a laptop item for this, and we can add that in later. It's all good. And the level will be level 1, and the cost in energy. Oh, do I need to have this as... Can I make this camel case? Okay, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted even though you want to. Let's say it costs 5 energy to do this. And let's say that it rewards us with 20 XP. And let's say that it rewards us with no money. I could have used double. Yeah, I could totally use double quotation marks. It's just a habit that I've been in since forever. The weirdest thing is I've been working in PHP for so long that it used to be that using single quotes was actually a speed improvement over using double quotes. Because when you use double quotes in PHP, it supports variable substitution. So I could say, I don't know, do some name. So it supports variable substitution with double quotes. So it used to be that using single quotes where you weren't using variable substitution was faster. Nowadays, it makes absolutely no difference at all. It's just that I got into that habit a long time ago and I haven't changed it. Don't forget to save. So now we should be able to do PHP Artisan DB seed. Okay, that looks good to me. And if we look at the itemable, there shouldn't be any new... Oh, we haven't emptied this. We need to empty this when we... We need to empty this when we create a new character, right? That's what I think we need to do there. Let's just do it and get into the point where I just want to get stuff in so that we can start coding in Livewire because I need to do it. Character seeder. Itemable. Truncate. So we're just emptying the itemable table. We probably want to truncate it where type equals character, but this is fine for now. And also I totally forgot to add the seeder here, didn't I? So that seeder wasn't actually getting run. Okay. Quest seeder. Oh. Itemable. Oh, itemable doesn't exist. Itemables. Itemables. Awesome. So itemables should now have the 1 row. Characters should have the 1 row. Quests should have the 1 row. Sweet. So, actually now we can start rendering the front end. You can also just attach item rather than the item ID. Oh, okay. Like I really want to do that. I didn't think you could do that, and so I didn't do it, but I really would just prefer to attach the item. Sweet, thanks for that. Thank you for that. That's much cleaner. Okay, so what I think we're going to do, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that we have enough stuff in the database now to be able to render stuff in the front end, right? I feel like we do. I feel like we've done all the planning and the nonsense, and now we can move to the front end. So I'm going to go and grab some lunch. I'm going to come back in an hour. I'm going to come back at 1:15, and we're going to render the front end using, definitely using Livewire. It's not try it and see time. It's lunchtime. Oh, I didn't show you my new scene, Kat. Our brand team's been busy. So yeah, I'm going to come back in an hour, 1:15. We're definitely going to use Livewire. We're going to do all the front end stuff to render this stuff out. Because I think we've got enough now to actually start rendering this stuff out, right? I'm pretty sure we have. I think we have anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Totally excited. So I will see you all in 1 hour's time. Make sure you come back.